Hi guys, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on when you will be watching this video. Alright, so welcome to my space once again. Is Maverick here, and in today's video we'll be learning how to create the design that we can see exactly on our screen. Alright, so I'll just say this: my videos are not basically to confine you or to confine your creativity. It's just a guide to show you how that you can explore your creativity beyond what you can imagine. All right, so you can watch my video, learn the tips, learn the tricks, learn what you need to learn, but then you can also go beyond what you see and explore your creativity. All right, everyone has that unique touch, everyone has that creativity inside of them. All right, so your unique feeling, your touch, your just bring it out of you. It's already inside you, just bring it out of you. Try to explore your creativity. Right, you might want to replicate exactly what you see here. You might want to add one or two things to make it a unique design. All right, to make it your design, to add a touch of creativity to yours. All right, so in this video we'll be creating exactly what we can see on your screen. So I wouldn't make it a long video, and as my custom is, I already have my elements imported, so I'll just hide them, and then whenever we need them we unhide them. All right, so basically this is what we'll be creating, and in few minutes I'll just walk us down how I was able to achieve this. All right, it was a whole lot of thinking for me. All right, I think I spent more than 2 hours, close to 3 hours, trying to come up with something. All right, I think I did two different designs, but then I was not satisfied before I now came up with this. All right, so it's just your creative ability. I'm going to show us how this was done. So let's get started. So the first one we'll do, let's change the background. As you can see, this is the gradient background that was used. All right, okay, yeah, it's recording. So this is a gradient background that was used. So come to color. I'll give us a color code, and like I said earlier, I've always said the way I generate my colors is a bit different. I try different things, and then whichever one I'm satisfied with is what I use. I just go to the color and then pick the code. All right, so basically the code I use for this, let's delete all of this, we need just two. So the code, just tap the first one, and then let's enter the code. Go to your pencil icon. All right, so 3863, 3863, tick it and okay. Then go to the first layer. Let's change the color code, so I'll give it to us now, and it is 7A 31 B1, 7A31 B1. Right, so these are different shades of purple. So I would increase this, bring this up, bring this a bit down. All right, so here is what we've got. So let me still adjust this. Let me take this up here. All right, so I think I'm good to go with this. So here's the background we'll be working with. Or I want to add one more layer. All right, so I don't want that sharp contrast I'm seeing. Let me just add this layer here. Yeah, good. All right, so basically this is the background we're working with. So what do? We already have our book and our phone ready. Let's unhide this. So basically, how was this achieved? This it's a mock-up. I think in one of the videos I'll be showing us how you can mock up your book, probably when we'll be treating book design, how to create ebooks. All right, so I'll teach us how we can mock up our books, the sites to use, and how you can even do it manually. All right, so this is a mock-up design edit for this, and I have several others I've done. All right, so I would show us how to achieve this. All right, so for the purpose of this video I might not be going into that, but then one of the videos, just watch out for the videos, I'll explain how to achieve this. So after you must have designed your book cover, so get your design ready, you just go to the site and then mock it up. It's that simple. It's that simple. All right, so just place this, centralize this, relative position, centralize this, and that's fine. So the next thing we do, let's import a square and then modify it to become a rectangle. Right, so let's just place this down here. So the next thing we do, let's change the color. Let's change the color of this. I'll give us the color code. Go to your plus icon, click on. Right, so the color code for this now is FE F5, sorry, F5E F5E 574 574 F5E 574. Tick on it, and we get this F5E 574. So this is our color code. So let's just place this here, move it downwards a bit. This is fine. But the next thing we do, let's bring out our text. So get your free ebook is what we want right now. Get your free ebook, all in block letters. Free. Okay. Let's edit it. Oops. I am that I am. Okay, so that's what we've got. So let's centralize this relative position, centralize it, and now we're going to change. We're gonna change our fonts. The fonts I used there was M10 Brighter Sans. I believe by now you should have been observing how to identify different fonts used. Alright, you should by now begin to develop that ability to identify the different kinds of fonts used, except especially the most popular ones we use. Alright, so you can see in case you see them on designs anywhere, you can be able to identify, okay, this is this, this is that, this is this is that. Alright, some have similarities, some have major difference, some have minor difference. Right, so just be observant and try to identify which font is used whenever you see a design. All right, so that comes as you regularly, as you constantly make use of fonts, you get to grasp them. All right, it's stored in your unconscious, in your subconscious rather. Start your subconscious. So let's increase the size of this. Let's leave it at 38, and then let's centralize it once more. Centralize it once more. So you see the effect I put there. There's a black shadow, so let's enable shadow and then reduce the shadow to 29, the opacity, take it to 29, and then my offset X I did here was -5. I don't need my blur radius, so I reduce it totally. So here is what I've got. So the next thing we do is to draw the line beneath. So I'm going to use shape this time. Remember, in one of the videos I showed us how we can draw lines, alright, create shapes using Bezier tool. Alright, so in one of the videos I'll get to explain that very well and more explicit. Right, so but for the purpose of this video I won't be delving into that, so let's stick to why this video is being done. So let's centralize this, then move it upwards, bring it downwards a bit. So I'm going to adjust it, go to relative size. I want to reduce the width to 75. Yeah, it's okay like this. Okay, still reduce it a bit, 73. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so here is what we've got. So the next thing, no opt-in required. So go to your text, edit it. No opt-in required. No opt-in required. Yeah, no opt-in required. So bring it down here. It's the same font we use, MTN Sans, but not the bolder variant. All right, so this is the variant we used. This, so reduce the size. Let's reduce the size. Take to 21. Yeah, 21 is fine. Centralize this, and then we're gonna change the color. I'll give us the color code I used. Okay, so the color code to use here, go to your colors and let's take it down. So the color code I used was FFACOO. FFAC00. Tick, tick, tick. And here we are. Here we are. Yeah. Alright, so we're making progress. Let's go on to import the next text to use. Learn how to craft irresistible offers that makes your client look stupid for not buying. Alright, that makes your client look stupid for not buying. So let's basically copy this text here and just edit it. Right, so learn how to craft irresistible offers that makes your clients look stupid for not buying. Wow, made a lot of mistakes. Make your clients so let me just adjust my typos. Learn how to craft irresistible offers that makes your client look stupid for not buying. Right, is that what we have here? Learn how to craft that makes your clients look stupid for not buying. Yeah, that's what we have here. So let's adjust this a bit. And let's increase the size first of all. Take it to 29. Yeah, fair. And then let's align this to the center. Yeah, fair enough. All right, so the next thing we do, you can see now the color we use here is it's a bit dark. All right, and it will not properly contrast with the background, so we need to change this color to the color of this rectangle here. So just click on it, click on color, and already because we've used this color before, we already have it in our color palette. So just click on it and it changes. So the next thing we need to do, we need to make this bold, make this more visible. Right, so just go to style and then make it bold, and here we are. So the next thing I did, I just made it pop by using shadow. So go to shadow, enable my shadow, reduce my opacity to 50 as I would, remove my blur radius offset negative to YZ1. Alright, so I think I'll just leave it this way. Okay, let me still add shadow. Let me still add my shadow. Okay. Yeah, so I think exactly it's popping now. It's popping. I love it this way. So this is better. So the next thing we're going to do is basically we are almost done with this. It's a simple design. Alright, but the fact that it's simple does not mean the creative process was not put in place. Alright, it took a lot of creativity to get this. Alright, so the next thing we need to do is let's import our icon here beneath. So unhide this and then send this somewhere here. Yeah, money loves me, no? I'm just so, oh God, money just loves me. It's my nature. Money runs to me, money chases me. I attract money. I attract influence. Alright, so here it is. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to let's type the text beneath. Click the link below to get your free ebook. So let's still copy this. Let's say copy this, go to your text icon, copy, and then click the link below to get your free ebook. So let's edit this. Click the link below to get your free ebook. Click the link below to get your free ebook. Sorry. Alright, so we put this down here, but then it's gonna be definitely black because of the contrast. Alright, so you can see the way we work with principles. Never you forget, your principles matter in your design. Alright, whatever you do, make sure you are always working with your principles. Make sure your principles are always guiding you. Alright, make sure your principles are always guiding you. If you've forgotten the principle, go back to our video and learn the principle. Alright, that is the foundation. That is the foundation. That is the foundation. I will continue to emphasize this because it cannot be overemphasized. It cannot be overemphasized. Alright, so let's create the border around it. Go to shape. Yes, so let's modify this shape to get a curved rectangle that will serve as a border. So reduce the opacity. Sorry, rain is falling over here, so you might be hearing some background noise. That's turned down the element. Just bear with us. I can't control it. Alright, so it's a good thing, sha. Yeah, definitely it is. Alright, so increase the radius. I would leave mine at 10. I'll leave mine at 10, and then increase the stroke width, make it 2. Yeah, this is fine. So let's centralize this relative position, centralize this and move it upward a bit. Yes, move it upward a bit. So we are almost getting to the end of this design and we are making speedy progress. So the next thing we need to do is our Telegram link, our Telegram icon over here, unhide it, bring it to the front, and then reduce the size to the barest minimum. Reduce the size to the barest minimum. Then bring it downwards and place in front of the link. So it's directing them. It's this design is meant to direct the audience to the Telegram community. So that's the need, and that's why I used the Telegram link, as you can see above. Alright, so this design is meant to direct the audience to his Telegram community. So you can see design communicates. Design is communication. Once a design fails to communicate, then the purpose for which that design was created has been defeated. It has been defeated. So we want to centralize the three of them together. Mark them. Click on this icon here. This icon. Click on it, and then you will see the relative position icon here. Click on it, and then centralize. Then we are good with that. So the next thing left for us is to before we touch our background, you can see some stuffs floating in the background. All right, I'll show you how that was created. But before we do, let's import this icon where we have limited slots. So let's unhide this. We unhide this, and then you can see this is what I downloaded, although I erased the background. So I downloaded several of these. It comes in multiples. So what you need to do after removing the background, whichever one you want to use, you just have to crop it out or erase the one you're not going to use. So basically this was what I used. But then I wouldn't be using this again. I'll use something different. So I feel I want to use this, the first one or the fifth one. So let me see how the first one would be, or the seventh one. All right, so just feel free to use anyone you want to use. All right. Okay, so let me go with this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. Okay. So I think I would need to play with the color filter a bit. I think I need to play the color filter a bit. Let me leave the hue to be 10. The saturation, do I need to touch this? Okay, let me leave that. Then the brightness, I don't need to touch this. Let me leave that. The contrast, I really don't need it. Okay, let me just leave the contrast at 5. Yeah, hue 10, contrast 5, saturation, let me leave it at 7. All right, so you can see the difference. It's a bit brighter than its wear. Right, it's a bit brighter than its wear. So the next thing I'm going to do now is limited slots. So this, copy this, edit it, limited, all right. So I'm going to reduce the size of this a bit, reduce the size to 15, and then make sure it fits into the rectangle that cuts across it. All right, yes, this is what I want. And then change the color now to black, color black, and then make it bold. Go to style, make it bold. Exactly. Yeah, so just position this properly. Make sure it's in the center. Use your eye to position this properly. Okay, I think mine is, yes, mine is all right. Okay, basically this might not work for what I want to do, because the semicircle beneath would be too small to contain slots. It would be too small to contain slots. So I think I'll just let me duplicate this first of all, copy this, and then let me crop out something else. So which should we use now? Let's use this first one. Let's use this. Okay, so let's see. Okay, no, it won't work. It will work, but then it's really not clear. So I think we can just do something. Let's make it to be on the straight line. Limited slots. All right, so let's position this. Will it enter? Yes, it would. Okay, if we can enlarge the image, then it should enter. It should. Okay, let's leave it at 28, and then move it upwards a bit, sideways a bit, downwards a bit. All right, so here is where we are. So I think I prefer this limited slots. So it's communicating already. So this is better to me in a way. So let me add shadow to this. All right, so this is fair enough. So I think we are basically done with this design. The next thing that is left for us is to create the floating image we see in our background. So how that was achieved is it's a trick. Again, I'm going to show you. You can say a trick, you can say a tip, all right, whatever you call it. Or to some persons it might be what they've discovered, but many persons don't know about it. So go to shapes, go to circle, what you're going to do now is we are going to change the color of this our circle to the color of our background, and our background is a gradient background. So click on gradient, you would see the color we used here, the gradient color. So this is it. Click on it. After you've done that, go to your stroke, increase the width, the stroke width to the highest. After doing that, go to stroke color. We are going to change our stroke color now to a gradient color, and to be the same we use for the circle and the background as well. So click on gradients. So you can see there is really no difference, but now it's not appearing as it is on our screen. So what do we need to do? Still scroll up and you will see blur radius. So the first thing we have to do here is what? Change the color of our circle to the gradient of our background. Then go to stroke, increase the stroke to the highest, change the stroke color to the gradient of our background, and then go to blur radius. We want to blur this now. So we are blurring this. Keep blurring this. Let's leave that 20, so you can see the effect it has created. You can see why we wouldn't blur this to the highest is because it will now leave, it will be traceable, but we don't want this edge to show. So let's leave this at 20 where the edge is hidden. All right, so one would hardly notice the edge here. One will hardly notice the edge. Okay, let's leave it at 18, yeah, or 17. It's hardly noticeable here. So the next thing you need to do is just to reduce them into, let's hide these so they don't disturb us. So just reduce them into small sizes and then place at different places. So let me copy 3 of them. I would place one here. I would place a smaller one here. I would place a larger one here. Alright, I will place another one here. Just place them at different angles. Alright, it necessarily does not matter. So what you need to do is now send each of them to the back. Send them to the back, send to the back, send to the back. But now if we leave it like this, it's okay, but then we can as well still blur them. So let's blur this, reduce the opacity. Okay, let's leave this at 30. This is better now, the way it is. So let's do the same for this. Reduce the opacity. 20 is fine. So the other one, I think this, let's also reduce the opacity for this. You can leave this one to be 50, fair enough. And then the last one, or the biggest one, yes, which is this. Let's reduce it, or just leave it this way, 50 as well. Alright, so this is how we're able to achieve our design. So explore your creativity. You can come up with something, add your own unique touch of creativity to it, and let's see what you've got. So till we meet again in our next video, stay jiggy and stay productive, stay creative. All right.